Welcome back. Another day, another video. It's Bofur. Yo, today we got my personal favorite. Coming back again for another appearance. The Lord of Power Leveling himself, Lord Barov. Well, why is this hero so good? Why do we keep advocating for this thing being the most broken of heroes? Well, it turns out, when a meta is heavily defined by 3 and 4 stars, and then, tripling in the 6s, heroes that can go to 3 and or 4 quickly and stabilize are very, very good. Think of it this way. If you can power level straight to 4 and stabilize and not buy minions when you're on 1, 2, or 3, then for every minion you didn't buy, you're net 2 gold up on the rest of the lobby. Sacrificing health as a resource to be able to power level and then stabilize is a very, 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 very important part of this meta. And Lord Barov, when you get some early gambles, is the king of that. Omu, not even close. Barov goes fast, and going to 4 on 4 and then stabilizing with like a bunch of gold, I don't know, because you bank a bunch of gold, turns out that's pretty good. All right, enjoy. We do have demons. You almost always take Yogg here just because, Yogg on turn 1. You've been super consistent with Barov, and Jandis requires token luck. It seems very rational. I think if you can guarantee that there's a token on the opening board, like say you were playing... why am I blanking? Finley, and you saw the opening token, then yeah, I'd take Jandis. But without that opportunity, then this just becomes a more consistent hero. At least in my book. Level to 2 with 2 Murlocs. That beat 1 Murloc. And a hero power, maybe? Versus 1 beast and maybe a neutral, and stayed on 1. This is an easy gamble. As long as he doesn't level at the end of the turn, we take Hook Tusk. I feel like it's insane, but what do I know? Nothing, Lightning. You know nothing. You got nothing. No. Who knows, man? Different people, different comfort levels with different heroes. But I do believe, when played correctly, both of those heroes, Jandis is worse than Barov. We on. Yeah, I don't care if there's a party elemental and a molten rock. No, not one bit. Oh, we gone. We leveling. 3 to 3 on 3 as the Grey Bow means he auto wins or auto loses. He auto wins. 3 on turn 3. No minions on the board. Doesn't seem very good. Now that my own level of play and my comfort with Barov, and I genuinely believe the power levelers are that strong in this meta. Damn. If only we could have won one of these rounds with our Tabby Cat on the board. You ever want to profit of the boar? Doesn't do a lot. Could roll once, or we just take the damage. Hook Tusk just went to 2. I mean, it's right sometimes. Depends if what kind of tokens you get. Alright, this is very close. Yogg another turn on 2 versus Wagtoggle here. That is very, very close. Question is, did Wagtoggle use the triple or not? We only take 8 damage here. Damn, we got it wrong. That's a big deal. Bruh, these are not 4 stars. That one is. You want a pair of mugs? Probably not. Let the recovery begin. Wish we had that gold. That's a big deal. It's a triple. I see the triple, but like, do I care? Probably. Freeze it for next turn. It's a 5-star. If we win the gamble, it could be a 6-star. Should be an easy gamble. We drop to maybe 13. Can we take a 6-star here or not? Is that 2 Pega? Right. That's not it. Nope. Those are terrible hits. Up to 11. Missed the fucking Yogg, lost the Zephyrs with no fucking triples? What the fuck? Alright. I feel like we got scammed out of this game. How do you get that gamble right? What? Alright. I squawked enough. What am I supposed to do with these? Let's hope we're not dead. Get either of those 2 gambles right, we're fine. It's unfortunate, but it's a reality of where we are. Not actually that strong. Dying here is not likely, considering that's all 1-stars on this board. So I did want to greed the Light Fang. It is significantly better for you know, next couple turns. I didn't expect to win, to be honest, but dying to Zarella, who leveled the 4 like that, means he has all 1-stars on the board, maybe a couple 2s max. Pair of Mugsy Bogues. Just the smallest pair of all time. Also, the fuck. I kind of want to do it. On the other hand, 5-star could just give us the direction we need. I think we take the 5, unfortunately. That's the direction we wanted, out of the 5s. Yeah, now we're actually in decent shape. There were 5s that were good. Light Fang or Agam are incredibly strong. 6s are a little riskier. We have to take the tempo option of the 6. If we shoot for the 6-star, we have to take the tempo one, right? Because you can't just choose to die here. I mean, you can, it's just not recommended. So you end up taking like Charlga being a good hit, or Imp Mama, Gas Coiler, Amalgadon, something like that. Seems like a lot of risk for a very little upside. If we were 25 health, I would have taken the 6-star there any day of the week. The game suddenly turned with a triple Houndmaster and a good triple. Give me a good triple any day of the week. I mean, it's a 10-13 and we're floating a gold. We do it, right? It cost us net 2 gold to take a 10-13 and we can sell it back later, so it's net 1 gold. Seems way too pay-pega. I think we're strong. I'm not worried about winning this round. Yeah, he's in trouble. So is he, though. Like, what are the... 1 or 2 triples? Still, 2 triples in the 5s from that position is not strong. Always bet for Russians. This guy, whatever, I can't pronounce the name, but he's a very good player, too. He's consistently top 25. Not like that changes much in the scope of like early games like this. I gauge more upon you know, how much power they have on the board, but rather than name recognition. But I mean, in a tiebreaker scenario, I have faith in this guy. Hey, look, 26 damage. He gone. I was wrong. Should have bet on him. Gotta keep that just for next turn. We'll keep Lightfang around for one more turn. Still losing. Like, I saw that board and 2 turns later he turns around and beats somebody on a turn 8 board. Tripling in the 5s doesn't give you enough tempo to do that very often, though I think he's just too weak too. Yo, that Lightfang is MVP. He's good for now. It's like 8-8 stats to the board. It's needed to be able to level. It's giving us leverage to level, which is really, really good. I don't know, 3 triples on 5, winning every round. Seems better than losing every round 1 triple on 4 Zephyrs, who seems to not get triples even though it's a Zephyrs. Lightfang's dead this meta? Pretty dead. Truth be told, it's a pretty dead card this meta. You don't get it very often, it's just a temporary piece. Like, we don't really want it. Like, this is going to be sold next turn, right? Nice to have for now. It's a good hit. But I'd agree. Lightfang is pretty dead this meta. Can't tell if you're saying Lightfang's dead or you're saying Lightfang's dead as in referencing yesterday's conversation. Either way, I do believe Lightfang's pretty dead this meta. Just like a worse version of this card existing. Cycling. Argus ever good? We can roll one more time. We have the gold for it. Do we like Jug or do we like a Necrolite for later? I think I'd rather just take the max stats for now. Knowing it's a ghost, there's a little bit of value to keeping a couple open board spots or a couple open hand spots. Because we're going to get 3 gems, right? There's a little bit of value. My order's kind of bad, but you know, ghost. I mean, I quoted you? Yeah, that's fair. It all comes down to the question of what's your definition of dead? Because in this scenario, I would retain, absolutely. My mind has not been changed. It's pretty dead, this meta. Like, you don't play it unless you get absolutely nothing else offered. And sometimes you gotta play Soul Jugglers, you know? But Soul Jugglers is dead this meta too, right? But sometimes that's still the right line to take. Really? You lost? To this? I just saw this guy. This was weak. Crazy. Light Fang at the end of the turn? It's perfect gold. We think he's weak, which he's looking like it. Can't gamble, which is actually a big deal. Maybe we just take the Light Fang and play it, and then we gamble. It's 1 blood gem versus 3 gold, which is better than a blood gem. Still have to play for power. Fuck. Did it again. I didn't get my order in. What's a demon hook tusk do late game besides fall off? I don't know. Play the game like every other hero. Like normal. There's a reason hook tusk has one of the highest win rates in the game. You use demons to get through the mid game, and then you're never demons at the end. Like, you know, what he's doing. Not showing demons anymore, right? Just a question of where he is in that game. Guess we're about to find out now, huh? I'm making the read that he's not going to be Divine Shields. Or at least more than like 2 Divine Shields to warrant playing a ghoul. But we could have played a ghoul. Still have cleave on that guy. Let's not play into cleave too hard. Get our order right again. Like, I mean, just compare what we did that turn to what a Light Fang does. Like, 1 Agam in this board just gave us a 7/7 buff to the board as opposed to a 2/2. Just night and day different. 8/8. Sure, we spend gold. You can get a hold of maybe like a, you know, a 10/10 total buff to the board each turn when you're generally cycling up on Tavern 6. So he pivoted in the poison. Poison didn't work against this guy or this guy. Interesting. Because poison should have been good here. Might have just low rolled. And he lost to the Yogg. Not great gambles at the end. I'm still making the judgment that I can roll and get better value than just buying up the entire board, but because we don't have good minions on the opening boards. Want our poison, or do we want a selfless hero? He wasn't showing any divine shields before, but he isn't heavily incentivized to do so from that point because he is playing Agam. I think the poison's better, but not like definitively better. Just a little bit better. I'm okay with this buff order. This thing getting more stats is not really relevant to me. Alright, we're back. Flat Tusk is needed though. Brand can also help, but he also alone feels weak. Yeah, and it's kind of what the whole problem is, right? That all of the 5-star strats don't compete with the scaling of just finding the right 6-star and then playing with any of the other tools available. There's a million things that work with Flat Tusk. So if you pivot into something that is like, okay, I'm going to play a brand strat, you're generally going to be weaker than people that hit the 6 stars. Now, you can still do it. Some games end with just tempo people killing each other, right? Like, nobody in this game competes with us. Why? Because they have like half of the number of stats on board as this combination of literally just 2 cards. When that becomes the high roll, then the rest of the comps in the game need to adjust to the sense that like we can't compete with this level of stats. So the risk reward of playing for anything that's scaling based, i.e. Bran, i.e. Lightfang, they're just not there anymore. You can't justify playing for that level of scaling if you're going to lose to the tempo people and then also lose to the real scaler in the lobby. And that's the big problem and why Lightfang's dead. It's like a worse version of just playing for tempo because you don't get to a point where you ever win the lobby off of the stats. Yeah, it's a fine piece to exist on the board for a turn or 2, which is really what the card should be used for. That's pretty healthy. I think we just take the fuck. I don't want that. I don't want that. I do want that. Just next turn, right? You could argue that we just use it this turn. I'd argue we have to beat him multiple times, so let's not get that greedy. If we're gonna die here because we didn't quite put enough stats on the board, fine. But we gotta beat him multiple times anyway. He's showing a beast board, we're always leading with Wind Fury. Wow, beasts. Why would we lead with Wind Fury? Oh, that sucks. That's pretty much perfect. But this is a tempo board, right? Like, this is not a scaling board. Those types of things, yeah, he just gave up. He has no way to win. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. We can do anything with this turn. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Whoop. Nope. Use some of the gold. We can, like, I don't know, gamble on me is the only option. Throw these things down for lulz. Sure, naturally. Oh, beautiful. Oh, yeah. Throw those down again. Ooh, this is good. Yep. Naturally. Let's use those coins. Another blood gem. Sure. I don't want you, really. Would really, really like you and you and you. Ah, boomered it. I just wanted a big boar. Oh no, we lose now. Oh, it's too bad. Golly. Golly. I love how I had the whole turn with one objective in play and I can't get through all of the animations. Only I had a better computer. Damn. We get first. That's a lot of ones. A lot of firsts. First place, 1-1, 1-1-1.